Lukey Moore.
Yeah.
We were talking about this last night on the WhatsApp group. Would you like a couple of examples of Hulk Hogan's lies?
Oh, so this is an amazing phenomenon which I wasn't really that aware of. So can you give people context because they may not know?
So there may be people in your life that tell tall tales.
I mean, I love a story. If I'm in the pub and I've had a few beers,
Exactly.
I'm away.
Yeah. But they're frequently not about you. They're frequently not about things you've achieved. They're frequently not about things that you've done in your life. They're just stories. And,
everyone knows how mediocre I am.
They call you out on it. No, so Hulk Hogan is a man who will not stop telling lies about his past. Like, he is one of the world's most famous men. He's a man who's grown up very much in the public eye since he was, in his early 20s. And yet, he still thinks he's able to tell massive, provably false lies to everyone who will listen. He's getting on a bit now, and he just feels very comfortable talking absolute baloney.
I'll rate it. Just do what you want.
So Hulk Hogan did an interview with Muscle and Health magazine, which, I'm not a big muscle and health guy, but I presume Men's Health is up there as the best. But Muscle and Health seems like a bit of a bottom feeder.
Covers it off, though. Covers it all the things off, though.
Muscle and Health.
Yeah.
And it's pretty insane. Like, Hulk Hogan has a reputation for just lying all the time. But even for Hulk Hogan, the clip in question, which we'll share on socials, is even better than what he usually pulls out, lies per minute anyway. He basically spoke about this child who died before he wrestled at Wembley Stadium. He's now saying that this a child died at Wembley Stadium after Hulk Hogan could smell that the boy was dying when he was wrestling at SummerSlam at Wembley Stadium in the UK. Ignoring the fact that that's demented behaviour anyway, and demented thing to say, smelling death and all that stuff. He wasn't even at SummerSlam 92. He didn't even wrestle at Wembley Stadium. He goes on to say that he brought Simon Cowell over to do the wrestling album. He wasn't involved in any of that. And so there are some incredible stuff that Hulk Hogan feels very comfortable just sort of absolutely bashing.
Doesn't he also say like he topped the Billboard 200 charts for like 8 weeks or something as well?
Yeah, absolute nonsense.
Some like wrestling album.
So it is a few favourites. These are his kind of boilerplate, like classic ones that have been disproven so many times. Hulk Hogan claimed that he was offered the main role in the movie The Wrestler 3 times. The director, Darren Aronofsky, then responded saying, for the record, the role of the wrestler was always Mickey Rourke. It was never Hulk Hogan. And I don't know where that came from.
Imagine if Hulk Hogan was in that fucking movie. It'd just be absolutely ridiculous. It'd be terrible.
Nonsense. Yeah. In Hogan's second biography, My Life Outside the Ring, he claims to have wrestled 400 days out of the year. He claims it was from flying back and forth to Japan, which added days to his year. Absolute shit. Hulk Hogan claims that Hulk Hogan, like when he first started, he wasn't really interested in wrestling, but he was just like kind of a beach bum, like he was a California beach bum, or maybe Florida probably. But he was in like a rock band and he played bass. Anyway, he said that he was supposed to play bass for both the Rolling Stones and Metallica. Both bands have denied this rumor many times. Lars Ulrich said on the Howard Stern show, "I don't know Hulk Hogan." Hulk Hogan said he used to fight pride fighters in the 70s, which is obviously, UFC, before it was UFC. But pride fighting didn't have their first event until 1997 when Hulk Hogan was very much a pro wrestler. Hulk Hogan said that he partied with John Belushi after WrestleMania 2. John died in 82. WrestleMania 2 was 86. Hulk Hogan claims to have brought Simon Cowell to the United States. He said he wrestled at SummerSlam 92 at Wembley and noticed an empty seat in the crowd. He noticed that a sick fan of his had died. Simon helped him make a song about it. He wasn't at SummerSlam 92. Hulk Hogan has said that Mike Tyson was too scared to work with Hogan in WCW. Hulk Hogan said that he had a match with Antonio Inoki in Japan. Hogan beat him up so badly that Inoki died, but got brought back to life via CPR after the match. He only died last year. I mean, it's good stuff. Hulk Hogan claimed that Elvis Presley was a Hulkamaniac. Elvis died in 1977 before Hulk Hogan was even a thing. It's all strong lies.
Do you think he's just got into a situation where he's been just told what he can do so often, and he can do whatever he likes? He's just got no perspective anymore. Because apparently, I remember reading way back in the day that he claimed that, he had that kind of brief period in Hollywood where he was an actor and he did like Mr. Nanny and Suburban Commando. Yeah. Didn't he claim that he wrote all the scripts for those?
Yes, he rewrote them.
Yeah,
he
rewrote
them
you fucking didn't.
Days, yeah.
You didn't.
Like some of this stuff, bearing in mind he made a load of money out of that sex tape.
Yeah, he made, and he also didn't he make $30 million from that Gorka lawsuit?
Yeah, that was part of it, wasn't it?
Right, okay.
With Bubba the Love Sponge or something. That was the guy, one of the Howard Stern sidekick. He made an enormous amount of money out of that. And if he's just throwing out absolute lies, he's got some deep pockets. Could he not? Could you not say, no, none of that happened? I'm suing you for lying.
No, but I guess
about my smelly dead child.
He's not libeling people though, is he? He's just making himself look like a prat.
Yeah, well, he's mentioning, people. He said that Mike Tyson was too scared to fight him. Mike Tyson needs, weed money.
Mike Tyson does not need any money.